What up, YouTube family? In this video, I'm going to show you how to add an extra ten or $20,000 a month into your current income. So I don't care what you're doing right now. I don't care what JO to B you're working at. I don't care what business you're in. All right, I'm going to show you how to add an extra 10 to $20,000 on top of your current income per month. You can do this part time. You want to do this full time. It's totally up to you. All right. But I'm going to show you guys two strategies on exactly how to acquire this. You don't need a high school diploma, you don't need a college degree, you don't need a GED, all right? You don't need any kind of experience, all right, to actually do this. You don't need a license. It works in any city, any states. What you do need is the work ethic, and you need a commitment, all right? Because you got to understand, nothing works if you don't. Dreams don't work unless you do. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So for those of you who don't know, I think a lot of you, what you're doing is that you're complicating wholesaling. For those of you who don't know what wholesaling is, let me break it down for you really, really quick. It's called wholesaling houses, all right? And it's actually very, very simple. It's a very simple concept. So all you need to do is you need to find a distressed property with a motivated seller, which means this is sellers that are in a situation where they need to sell, not wanting to sell. If they want to sell, they'll go and list it with an agent. But typically, we're targeting rundown houses that are in distress. Seller are motivated. Maybe they live out of states. They're tired landlord, or maybe they're going through a divorce. They have, or in pre-foreclosure, tax delinquents, probate. All right, whatever it is, right, where they need to sell the property, and they're willing to sell to you at a major discount. So you, all right, now you're going to come in contact with this seller where you're not going to buy the property. So you don't need to come out of pocket with hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I know some of you are in city or states that are like houses are like 500,000 or $1 million. First, one, you don't want to target $1 million home. All right. You want to stay away from $1 million home. You want to stay away from the high-end home. You want to target the bread and butter. Houses that are between $200,000 to $500,000, all right? I would say even 150, all right? 150, all right, to $500,000. That are the typical house that you want to target, all right? And all you need to do is you just need to offer the seller, make them a low ball offer. And we're going to put that property in a contract. Just like if you were to make an offer on property that are on the MLS. 99% of my deals are not on market deals. All right, all of these are off-market deals. The on-market deals, those are way past. You get those back in like 2009, 2010, 2012, where there's a lot of pre-foreclosure, where there's a lot of distressed property. All right, so you can go on, submitting offer on deal that are on the MLS. But I'm telling you, in today's market, the best deal that you can get is off-market deals. Those are the best that you can find because you're dealing and you're negotiating directly with the homeowner. They're not going to ask you for proof of funds. They're not going to send me over a proof of fund letters. They're not going to ask you a bunch of bullshit questions like an agent would do, a realtor would do. And all you need to do is negotiate with them, make them a lowball offer, and put this property in a contract. Let's just say that you got the property in a contract for $250,000. You don't need to come out of pocket. You don't need to show them that you have $250,000 in your bank account to lock this property up. All it's going to cost you could be as little as $10. This is what we call the EMD, earnest money deposit. All right. So once you drop off that earnest money deposit, you secure that contract. Seller cannot sell this property to anybody else but you in the time period that is agreed upon. Typically, I'll lock it up on a contract for 30 to 60 days. All right. The longer you can lock it up, the longer you can control that property, and the better it is for you because you have more time to find the buyer for the deal. All right. So you just put down a $10 earnest money deposit. You can control an asset that is worth $250,000. The key is that once the seller signs the purchase and sale contract, that contract gives you equitable interest, which means that you can legally now go and sell that contract to somebody else for a profit. It could be your mommy. It could be your daddy. It could be your uncle, your friend, whoever it is. But typically, we call them the investor. We call them the cash buyer. which is the house flipper. All right? Which is the house flipper. Okay? Where they want to buy, fix, and flip property. That's their business model. That's what they do. And all you're going to do is there are ways to find them. They're everywhere. All right? I don't care what market you're in. I don't care if the market's up, the market's down, the market's zigzag, sideways. Every market, there are buyers that got cash that's ready to buy a deal. As long as the number makes sense, there's people that's going to buy it. And you're just going to sell this contract over to them for a profit. The typical average wholesale fee in today's market is around $15,000. Imagine if you just do one of those a month. One. You got 30 days to do it, one of those a month, okay? My typical average deal where I live is 20 to 25K. That's my typical average wholesale deal. But I'm just saying across the nation, it's, I would say, an average about 15K. But imagine if you just do one of those a month. And you can do this on the weekend. You can do this part-time or full-time, whatever you want. And you just add an extra $10,000 to $20,000 on top of whatever it is you're currently making right now. So imagine if you're able to make an extra $100,000 a year. And a lot of you think, oh, $100,000, that's a lot. Dude, that's baby. So to make $100,000 in wholesaling, all you need is to wholesale one house every 3 months at $25,000 a pop. So think about it. You got 3 months to do it. All you need to do is wholesale one house that can make you $25,000. And all you need to do is 4 of those a year. 4 times a year, that's it. Every 3 months, one house, $25K a pop. And that, my friend, is wholesaling. Now, YouTube family, if you want like an in-depth tutorial on exactly how to do it, all right, because here I'm just sharing with you briefly the concept. Here's what I'm going to do. So I am doing a 3-day challenge starting tomorrow. We already got 1,400 people who sign up. Seating is limited, first come, first serve. The training is free. But I'm going to show you how to turn a $100 investment, all right, into $20,000 a month. And you can literally do this from the comfort of your own home. I'm going to show you how to virtually wholesale. So imagine if you're seeking for a business that you're like, Kong, I want to be able to work from home. I want to be able to work and travel. Dude, you can be anywhere and you still be able. All you need is a laptop, a phone, internet, and $100. I'm going to show you how to turn that into $20,000 a month. Here is how you're going to sign up, okay? So let me grab the link really quick. I'll put the link in the descriptions, but let me grab it from my VA really quick here. Let me grab it from her really quick. Maybe after the live is done. Okay. So after the live is done, I'm going to put the link below so you can go there, RESVP or spot. It's going to happen tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Once again. And then I'm going to show you how it's done. So let me go live on Instagram too really quick here so we can pull some more people over to YouTube. Now let me show you this. Okay, so let me share with you exactly what's going to happen in the 3-day challenge. Day number 1 is I am way ahead of the game. So let me tell you why my challenge is different than any other challenge that you have been a part of. Most people, when they do a challenge or you go to a seminar or you go to an event, you sit there, you listen, and then you take notes. Am I right or am I wrong? Well, in my 3-day challenge, we're going to do this together because I honestly believe that's the best way that people can learn. Because a lot of you've been listening to all the podcasts, you've been watching a bunch of my video or other people's video, you read maybe a bunch of books already, but have you done anything? No, you haven't. So I like to get you in the motion, right? Let's get the ball rolling. So we're actually going to do it together. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you this badass software, all right? Only costs $97 a month, but you're going to open up your laptop and we're literally going to do it together. So I'm going to show you how to go into your city, how to go into that zip code, what list to pull. And we're walking you through every step of the way. So day number 1 is we're going to show you exactly how to pull motivated seller leads in your city, in your zip code. 1,000 instantly motivated seller ready to rock and roll. They're telling you that, hey, my house is in pre-foreclosure. I have a tax delinquent on it. The property's vacant. I'm sick and tired of being a landlord. You get to target them. If you're on Instagram, comment comment the number 123 Instagram. I'll send you the link. But IG family, head over to YouTube because I'm going to turn off Instagram, okay? Day number 2 is I'm going to show you exactly how to market and how to negotiate with these homeowner and put their property under contract completely all over the phone. So I'm going to show you the marketing strategy that I use. All right. How do you negotiate? How do you talk to them and put their property under contract and let them to get you willing to drop their price and sell to you at a major discount? So that's day number 2. Finally, day number 3 is I'm going to show you how to find the buyer. Now that you got the property under contract, how do you find the cash buyer to buy your wholesale deal, assign it over to them, and close your deal? Instagram family, head over to YouTube. I am out. All right. So on day number 3, that's exactly what we're going to do. But here's something I want to do on top of that. So for those of you who stay until day 3, on day number 3, we're going to pick 3 random winners. And here's what I'm going to do for you, okay? Well, we are going to pull you a list of motivated seller. We're going to skip trace, and we're going to pull a list of buyers for you. Send it to you so you have no excuses of why you can't get rocking and rolling and start closing deals. All right, so that's going to be my 3-day challenge. Let me grab the link. I know some of you want to sign up because I know seating is limited. So it's first come, first serve. So hold on a second. Let me type. Okay, Angie, can you send me the 3-day challenge? Sorry, YouTube, send link again. So I can post this in the descriptions so you guys can go and sign up. Hold on a second. My bank just called me. I need to send out a wire transfer. Oops. Oh, hello? Oh, good. Yes, I do. Hold on a second. I think I need to turn this off. Okay, hold on a second. Sent out. We got a closing that's coming up. So I have to get that closing. I have to get that wire sent out. And for those of you who don't know about the wire cutoff time, so the wire cutoff time where I live is 2 o'clock. So if I miss the cutoff time, then it has to be tomorrow, but that thing needs to be done today. So let me grab that link for you guys. For those of you who want to sign up for the 3-day challenge, hold on a second. Let me copy the link. Let me edit this. I'll add it. 3-day challenge. Sign up so you guys can go and get it done. Sign up. Okay. All right, YouTube fam. I just put the link for the 3-day challenge. Sign up. Comment. Just the link is in the description. Go RESVP your spot. Make sure you check all 3 dates. All right. If there's opening, that means you made it in time. If they set the spot, there's no longer any spot left. Once again, the training is free. The $100 is going to be the investing it into the software, which I'm going to show you. The software. Imagine if you're able to use a software that uses AI that will able to let you know 90 days before any seller gets into pre-foreclosure, divorce, probate, tax delinquents. You get to target them 90 days before it gets to any other investor's list. That is the power of this software. All right. So let me share with you strategy number 2 on how to make $20,000 a month. Okay. So here's strategy number 2. But in the meantime, let me take a couple of questions here really quick. But I'm going to share with you strategy number 2. Okay. Honestly, I don't care what you do. All right. If you have the work ethic, if you're willing to grind a little bit more, you can make an extra $20,000 a month with either one of this hustle. Okay. Sonia said, how much is the 3-day challenge? Sonia, the 3-day challenge, the training is free. Costs you nothing to sign up. All right. But the software that I'm going to share with you, Sonia, it's going to cost you $97 a month. All right. That is the software that you're going to use to pull motivated seller leads and also the cash buyer. Once again, link is in the descriptions down below. Once you've already signed up, come back to the live and let me know that you already did. Kong, I sign up. How do we pay the $100? I'm a few minutes late. Gary, so you don't pay me the $100, all right? Just make sure that on the challenge, on the day of the challenge, which is tomorrow, get your laptop ready, get your phone ready, get your credit card ready, all right? Because we're gonna go through it together. We're gonna open up, all right? You need to sign up for this software, all right? That's gonna be your investment. And then we're gonna go through, we're gonna show you how to pull the list, what list to pull, what market to target, what zip code to target, and then we're gonna go through and pull that list together, skip trace together, doing it together. Because I'm not a high-tech guy, so we're gonna go through it together, all right? Gary said, got it. Okay, good. Okay, so let me share with you strategy number 2. Okay, and I know for those of you who said, hey, Kong, I don't have the $100 investment, then it's not for you, all right? Because I'm telling you right now, when you want it as bad as you want to breathe, like you be like, Kong, I'm all in on this. I want this. You will figure out a way to get that $97 a month, all right? You can literally sell something in your house right now to make the investment, but you choose to make excuses, and I'm cool. I'm okay with that. But I'm saying if that is you, then you don't have what it takes to become an entrepreneur. You don't have what it takes to build your own business. You don't. So it's better off if you just stick to the J, O, the B and be content. I'm in for real. I just want to save you time because I think there's too many lazy people trying to get rich, too many excuse maker trying to make money. So it's better off if they don't and just don't waste their time. Okay, so strategy number 2 is I'm going to show you what's called co-wholesaling. Who here knows what co-wholesaling is? Also known as JV, which is joint venture. Who here knows about this? Now let me show you what's crazy about this, okay? What's crazy about co-wholesaling is that you can actually hire a VA to actually do this for you. So I have a VA right now that I pay between $3 to $5 an hour, and all they do is they co-wholesale. And for those of you who don't know what I mean by this, it's literally you can follow my exact blueprint and do the same. You can literally go to a Facebook group, or you can go to Upwork or Fiverr and hire a VA. And here's what you're going to tell the VA to do. All the VA needs to do is they just need to reach out to they just need to go on other social media platform, Facebook group, right? The local RIA, okay? Bigger Pockets. And all they need to do is they just need to source and find a wholesaler that already has a property under contract, which means that wholesaler already did 50% of the work. They already got a motivated seller under contract. And all you need to do, or your VA need to do, is they just need to help them find a buyer for the deal. And typically, it's a 50-50 split. So if they're going to make $20,000 on that wholesale deal, you get $10,000 by bringing the buyer to the deal. And once again, a lot of you will come, so where do I find legit, real cash buyer? So where do I find these buyers? Well, my friend, on the 3-day challenge, I'm going to show you how to use this, how to leverage this software. Once again, how to leverage this software technology. Now, if you got into wholesaling, I would say 12 years ago when I started, dude, it's going to be rough. But with technology nowadays, right, they have so many software that you can use. But the one that I'm currently using right now, where I'm going to share with you in the 3-day challenge, I'm going to show you how to literally pull cash buyer, like real legit cash buyers that is ready to buy. So all you or your VA needs to do, once you contact that wholesaler that already has a property under contract, you just need to have them send you the info. You literally will take the address, and you're going to and you will get to see all of this right in front of your eyes on the 3-day challenge. You just literally take the property address, punch it into the software, and literally one push of a button, it will spit out all the cash buyer that were buying property in the area for cash. And all you need to do is reach out to them, say, hey, I got a deal here that you might be interested. Set them up, have them walk through the property, and then bam. And then once you got a buyer for the deal, you and that wholesaler, you guys are going to sign a JV contract, a joint venture contract, and then you send it to the title company, and literally the title company would do all the work, and once the deal is closed, let's just say that wholesaler is going to make $20,000 on the deal. Now, you're not depending on the wholesaler to pay you, all right, because we don't trust nobody. The title company is going to cut that wholesaler a check for $10K, and they're going to cut you a check for $10,000 because that's what's written in the JV agreement. Is that you're part of the deal, you get the 50% of the cut. Make sense? And that is strategy number 2, to literally make $20,000 a month. Okay? And so a lot of you, I know some of you out there, you're wholesaling right now. Maybe you're doing 1 deal or 2 deals a month. What if you can add this other stream of income, which is co-wholesaling, and hire a VA, which exactly what I am doing, to make an extra $10,000 to $20,000 a month, just JV deals with other people. You don't have to talk to any seller. You don't have to, you don't have to talk to any seller. You don't have to spend any money on marketing, and your VA can do this for you. So that is strategy number 2, hustle number 2 on how to make an extra $10,000 to $20,000 a month on top of whatever you're currently making right now, and anyone can do this. Instead of a VA, you can literally hire your mommy, your daddy, your aunt, your uncle, your brother, your sister, and your nephew. You can even hire your nephew to do this, or your niece to do this for you, because they don't have to get on the phone and talk to any seller, right? That's all they can do. So let me see here. Let me see any other questions. Okay, so Marco said, Kong, I had a motivated seller have her house burned completely, okay, to the floor, and I don't know how to make her an offer on just the lot. How do I calculate just the lot? Oh, dude, Marco. Dude, I'm telling you right now, see, a lot of you, even if you come across a deal, you don't know it's a deal to pull the trigger. And a lot of time when you're too slow at pulling the trigger, other investors are going to come in and they're going to snatch this deal from you. So Marco, I'm going to show you right now really quick, dude, and you need to call that seller up, dude, and you need to lock it up on a contract. Because let me tell you, dude, the average deal that I make on a burn house is $50,000. And let me tell you why the spread is so big. But you know what? I'm going to answer your question first, so that way you can go call her up and lock her under contract, bro. So all you need to do is you need to go to the tax assessed value, all right? You need to figure out what the tax assessed value is of the land. So you need to you can go to Zillow. Type in her address on Zillow, dude, right now. Type it in, all right? And go all the way to the bottom. It'll tell you, all right, the land. What's the value of the land? And dude, all you need to, let's just say the value of the land is $100,000. All right. All you need to do is, dude, lock it up on a contract, even at the value of the land. But typically you want to go about 20% lower. Okay. So I would go and offer her $80,000 just for the value of the land. Lock it up, dude. And then the next thing what you're going to do is you're going to call some realtor in the area, because you want to verify the number, right? You're going to call some realtor in the area and you'll be like, hey, how much is this? Hey, if I were to want to buy a vacant piece of land that already has the utility. So that's very important. You got to make sure that since there's already a house on it and it's burned down, which tells me that there's already utilities there. So all a buyer needs to do is they just need to go in there. They just need a demo, remove the old existing house, and they can start building. So they don't need to worry about utility, because utility is already there, which, increase the value of that land. Because a vacant piece of land with no utilities worth way less than a piece of land. Typically, this I would say it's a lot. The lot got utilities, they're ready to go. So you can sell it over to a house flipper. They can go in there, typically a builder, right? And then, dude, lock it up under contract for 20% less. And I can tell you, I typically would go way lower. What happened is that this homeowner, they already got all their money from the insurance. So anything they sell, it's just cherry on top. So if they're able to get $20,000 extra for it, dude, that's $20,000 extra that they got. And they typically just want a hassle deal, all right? Because they already got all their money that they needed from the insurance already. This is why I love Burn House. Because anything they sell is just cherry on top, all right? So I would offer, dude, I would start like at 30% lower, 30% discount, and then work your way up. But even if the seller, even if even if Zillow tell you the value of the land is $100,000, and you offer the seller, let's just say the seller say, well, you know, on Zillow they said that my land is worth $100,000. That's what I want, and I'm telling you right now, lock it up, even at that price. And here's why: because once you lock it up, bro, and then you continue to build relationship with rapport with the seller, they start to really like you. And then you're going to fish this out to your buyer. Let's just say you're going to try to sell it out for like 120K. And your buyer comes back and your buyer like, dude, no, I'm not going to pay 120K for it. I'm just giving you an example. And your buyer will be like, yeah, you know what, man? The best I can do is probably 90K for the land, right? Because I got to spend $10,000 to demo the house, right? Remove the house. I'm just giving you an example. But now you got a seller. Now you got a contract. All right, a seller that's motivated to sell. You got a buyer that already made you a solid offer. All you need to do now, dude, is go back, renegotiate with the seller, and tell her about the issue. Hey, this is what we need to do. That's what we need to do. Here's where we're at. And, you know, we're ready to close on this thing. And we can close on this thing in 7 days. So that's why you need to ask your buyer, $90,000, how quickly can you close? If we can get the seller to come down at that price. So you're leveraging the seller to negotiate with your buyer, all right? So your buyer will be like, yeah, dude, we can close as soon as title clear. So let's just say they say, hey, we can close that thing in 15 days. Now you can be confident to go back to the seller and say, hey, we need to be at 80,000 and we can get this thing wrapped up for you. No more inspection. We're done. We're ready to close. We can close it in 15 days. And most likely, if you build really good rapport with the seller, they'll be like, dude, I'm done. Let's go. So now all you're going to get them to come down is 80, and then you're going to make your difference of $10,000. Got it? So Marco, if I were you, call the seller back, dude. Look at the land value. Try to offer them lower, and then offer them 30% off discount, and then work your way and see if you guys can meet somewhere in the middle. And keep me posted on this deal, dude. It's a good deal. I love Burn House, man. They're hard to come by because not a whole lot of them burnt, but man, they're good. Okay, Blake, let me help you, dude. I have 2 property I'm about to put under contract in rural area. How do I find cash buy in rural area? Dude, it doesn't matter what it is. When it's in rural area, it's typically a little bit harder. But as long as the number makes sense, dude, I'm telling you, there are investors that will buy anywhere. The problem with you is you just don't know where to find them. That's why, dude, Blake, you need to join my 3-day challenge. Link is in the description. On day number 3, I'm going to show you exactly, dude, to leverage this software to find cash buy in any city, any state, any zip code you want, man. And the training is free, right? And Blake, so for those of you who also too is for those, let's say, Blake, you got under contract and you'll be like, hey, Kong, can you help me find a buyer? Yes, I will JV deal with you guys. So let's say you got a deal under contract. You want us to do the work to help to find the buyer for you. All you need to do, Blake, I got you, dude. You can email that deal over to jvdeals@wtm.com right there, bro. My VA will find the buyer for you. I don't care what city. I don't care if it's in the boony. I don't care if it's in the ghetto, dude. We'll find the buyer for you. I've done it to so many of my students. Okay? So email it over there with all the information and my VA will reach out to you and let you know, okay? Marco said, bro, I'm going to call her as soon as I get out of the JOB, dude. Marco, if I were you, dude, your problem here, dude, is you procrastinating. You don't want to wait, dude. I would find a way, say, hey, I got to go to the bathroom or do whatever you need to do, dude. Get Get a 15-minute window. Dude, go in your car, bro. It's like, oh my God, go in your car, go in the bathroom. I don't care what you need to do, dude. Get the time, call the seller now. Because, dude, you say, hey, I'm going to wait until I get off and then I'll call the seller. What happened in that time? The seller already talked to someone, lock up the deal, and you just lost out on a $20K potential by procrastinating. Dude, you need to take action right now, baby. I'm telling you, you got 20,000 right now sitting on the table and you still want to wait? Come on, man. Shit, Marco. The reason I'm saying this is because, and I'm pushing this because a lot of you, dude, you need to take action. You need to act with urgency. Act right now. Did you know that sometimes, dude, just a 5-minute wait can cost you a deal? That's how crazy it can be, man, in some market. That's how crazy it can be. Okay? So you need to act, dude, now. You don't got time, bro. A lot of you, dude, you're not acting with urgency. And that's why you're not getting results. That's why you are where you are because, right? You're not taking massive action. Okay, what other question you guys got? What other question you guys got, man? Any other question you guys got? You know, talking about time, let me share this with you, okay? So a lot of times Gary Vee, you know, I love Gary Vee, by the way. You know, I love Gary Vee. But a lot of times Gary Vee said that you guys have a lot of time. I'm telling you right now, you don't have a lot of time. You don't, dude. Honestly, bro, I remember when I was 18, 19, 20, I really don't look at time. I was like, oh my God, why are things taking too long? All of a sudden, bro, I'm telling you right now, I woke up and all of a sudden I'm 40. And Lana and I talk about this every day. We're like, Kong, so what do we want to do in the next like 10 years? Because literally life is going to pass by so quick that bam, I know I'm going to wake up, dude. I'm going to be 50. Dude, all of a sudden Jackie Chan, I grew up watching Jackie Chan. I can't imagine he's 70. Dude, it felt like it was just a week ago. It felt like it was a month ago that I was watching him, you know, jumping from buildings to buildings, and he was in his 20s. I'm telling you, that's how quickly time flies. So you need to be very cautious how you use your time, and you need to act with urgency. So a lot of you, the mistakes with a lot of the people that in their 20s is that they felt like they have a lot of time, right? You felt like you have a lot of time, and then you waste your 20 party, clubbing, drinking, chasing the girls, chasing the boys, all doing all the bullshit that you do. And then you wake up and then you're like, damn, dude, I can't believe I'm 30s. And then now you're 30, you be like, yeah, you know what? I really want to get my life together. Some of you, dude, it's hard to believe this. But some of you, you're in your 30s and you're still living with your parents, asking for handouts. Unbelievable. Come on, man. Shit, bro. You're 30. You should already be the man, the woman that is providing and helping your parents. But instead, you're wasting your 20 because you think you have all the time in the world. You wake up, you be like, oh shit, I'm 30 already. And some of you be like, oh dude, I'm in my dirty 30s. I'm gonna go to Vegas, I'm gonna party it up, dude. I only live once. What the heck? So you go to party, you go to Vegas, and then you guess what, dude? You still haven't grown up yet. And all of a sudden, bam, you wake up, you're freaking 40. Now, that's why people now saying, hey man, I'm in that midlife crisis. Because you're stupid. Now, I hope you don't take that the wrong way. But a lot of you, you're not thinking straight. You don't have your priorities straight. You think you get all the time in the world, and I'm telling you, dude, 40s, bam, it felt like it was just yesterday. I'm telling you, time flies. And you don't look at time until you hit your 40, like me. And then that's why people go through the midlife crisis when they're 40, because they're like, damn, I'm 40 already and I still haven't got my life together. That's right. And I'm telling you, most people destroy their 20, and then they're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to get my life together. And literally by the time you're 40, maybe you have a business in place. So if you waste your 20, you're going to pay for it in your 30s, which means you're going to spend the next 10 years, right, trying to build something for yourself. Because there's a saying that it takes 10 years for an overnight success. And a lot of you think you can get to financial freedom within a year or two. Good luck. Good luck thinking like that. It's saying, dude, you'll be surprised. And that's why, okay, so now you're 40, finally now you got a business. And then hopefully by the time you're 50, man, you're right, by the time you're 50, you own some real estate, you own some assets, you got a good business that's making you, 30K to 100K a month, right? Hopefully. But what happened is most people don't know this, man. And this is what's scary, is that you pick up the bad habits. You pick up the bad habits in your 20s, it's going to carry through your 30s. And in your 30s, you're trying to get rid of the bad habits. Maybe you're into drugs, you're an alcoholic, I don't know what it is. But do you know how hard it is to get rid of the bad habits? Bad habits are easy to acquire. They're easy because everybody wants to party, to drink, to have fun, and don't do shit. It's easy. Everybody can do that. All right? So it's so easy to pick up a bad habit. And then you're 30, dude, you're trying to get rid of it. But it's hard. A good habit is hard to pick up, dude. It takes years to discipline yourself. To like, hey, I need to do this because I want my tomorrow to be better. It's hard, dude. It's hard seeing, your friends, your family, people like barbecuing on the weekend, clubbing, partying, and you're here just building your business, building your future, at home, grinding, hustling. But you got to understand those good habits, man, over time, if you set up your 20s correctly, dude, in your 30s, I'm telling you, you're going to be pretty much financially stable, set, which means you don't have to worry about the gas price. You don't have to worry about inflation. You probably don't have a J-O to B. I became a millionaire when I was 32. Financially set, didn't even have to work anymore, to be honest. Now, I don't have the FU money, but I have enough money to not have to work again. All right, because I got some rentals that bring in incomes. I also got income that's coming in. Didn't really have to, right? So I'm telling you, if you pay the price in your 20, you're 30, man, you wake up. Imagine if you're 30, you get to wake up, travel, and do whatever it is that you want to do. But I'm not saying that by the time you're 30, it's like, oh my God, Kong, does that mean I'm running out of time? No, dude. So let's just say if you're 30, I'm saying if you're starting now, 10 years later, by the time you're 40, you're financially set. But you got to be disciplined. Dude, discipline. Okay? And a lot of you think that, hey, Kong, you know what? I'm going to have my kids. I'm going to have kids in my 20, and then I'm going to be a millionaire and build my empire and be retired by the time I'm 30. Shit. Fantasy. Dreams. Make-believe. Let me tell you why. Those who say this, do you know that now listen, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible, but it's extremely rare. A lot of you need to understand this, okay? It's already hard building the business when you just getting off your JOB, you're alone. You got all the time in the world, okay? It's already hard. But imagine if you're trying to climb up the hill. This is you, okay? It's already hard going from here, broke, to here, right? It's already hard doing it alone. You get off your J-O to B, you can now, you got nobody to worry about. You can spit out another 5 to 6 hours a day to build that business up. It's already hard. But imagine if you're trying to climb up this hill, man, carrying 100 pounds. How much harder would that be? Hell to the yeah, dude. Now, is it impossible? No, it's not impossible. But I'm telling you, if you feel like, you know what, by yourself, going up this battle, you're already 1% of the people. But instead, you're thinking that if I have kids in my 20s, when I'm financially struggle, and I can go through this and build my business carrying 100 pounds, and now you're in the 1.1% or 0.01%. If you think that is you, do it. Show me. Show me. Majority of the people that I know that have kids in their 20s, dude, never become financially set in their 30s. I have not met anybody. Maybe by the time they're 40, maybe. So it took them twice as long. Because, dude, people that are building business, they're too busy. They're too busy going around poking and trying to have babies. They know they don't have time for that shit. And they got their priorities straight, which means they're like, dude, I can't bring a kid into the world when I'm not financially set, bro. And they look at the one who has a kid and they're like, dude, what are you thinking? Make sense? So they're not out around poking around, man. They're too busy building the business because their goal is, hey, I want to be in a good financial situation before I bring a kid into the world. I want to, And now listen, life doesn't always happen like that. But I'm telling you, majority of the people that don't plan, that don't think like this, that don't get their priorities straight, is the one who say, hey, Conwell, I got kids by accident. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, dude, now you got to grind twice as hard. Maybe 10 times as hard. So the people that actually have kids and become successful, I respect them so much. Because I started from the bottom. And my wife and I, we know how hard it is already. It's so freaking hard. And you have a kid and you made it, dude. I gotta say, I bow down to those people. And trust me, you want to go from 1 million to 10 million, it ain't gonna be easier, man. Going from 0 to 1 million, extremely hard. Going from 1 million to 10 million, still ain't gonna be easier. It's gonna be rough. But the cool thing about getting to the $1 million is that you don't have to worry about the daily life expense, the gas, the food, the travel. So it's more enjoyable, right? But it's still hard. Like you still got to figure some stuff out and a lot of things. You still got to put in extra work and time. Okay? So I'm telling you guys that when Gary Vee said you have time, I honestly don't think, man, because time is going to go by so fast. All right? People said it's never too late to start, or it's never too late. I disagree. I think by the time you're 60, bro, it's too late, in my personal opinion. And here's what I mean by too late. I understand people live until they're 90, until they're 100. But I know, let's just say 60 and you still got you're still living paycheck to paycheck, and you'll be like, yeah, I got time. And I tell you, when you're 60, dude, I think it's too late, and here's why. Because I understand, personal experience, that it takes 10 years for an overnight success, which means it'll take you 10 years to go from here to, let's just say, a millionaire, right? 10 years. If you can do it faster than that, great, you're a genius. And when I say a millionaire, you're actually having $1 million in assets or $1 million in your bank account. Like $1 million, to me, you're making at least $1 million a year, and you got to stack at least $1 million away. In my personal opinion, that's how I look at it. So imagine if you go from 60, spending the next 10 years grinding in your 60. Can you work 10 to 12 hours in your 60? Come on, man. Shit, bro. So let's just say you did. And you wake up now, you'll be like, dude, I'm 70. I am now a millionaire. What are you going to do? I'm asking you, dude. Now that you're 70, hopefully you're still in really good health. But I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. The car will get old. All right. You will not have the energy to like go travel, to do all the things, all of this. You don't. It's pointless. So to me, dude, even if you build up a business and now you're a millionaire and you're 70, you know that when you're 60, all you want is time. You'll be like, man, I wish I was 30 again, man. Your priority, I promise you, will become different. The way that you think will become different, which means at this age and you want to build a business, you got to be more driven, more ambitious. You got to have more energy than ever before to make it happen. So honestly, in my opinion, by the time you're 60, dude, honestly, dude, just chill. Just relax. Hang out with your kids, your grandkids, dude. Who knows? You know, in my country, there's a saying. When you're 60, you count down by years. When you're 70, okay, you count down by months. When you're 80, you count down by days. When you're 90, you count down per hour, which means when you turn 60, people are starting to count down per year. Like how many years am I going to live, right? You really hope just to live for next year. Now I'm just, right? This is the saying in my country. By the time you're 70, you're counting down months. Okay, I get to live this month. Okay, how many more months do I get to live? By the time you're 80, just think about it. How many people do you know? 80, dude, you're counting down days. 90s, you're counting down hours. 100, dude, baby Jesus is already there. Makes sense? Now, I say this is not to scare you, dude, but it is scary. Like I said, I turned around and all of a sudden Jackie Chan is 70. You know, and I'm here 40. And it felt like it was just yesterday. So I'm telling you, you need to start getting your life together. Stop doing stupid shit because you don't want to be grinding in your 60. I see people struggling in their 60, in their 50. It's sad, dude. I honestly, by the time you're 50, do you still want to grind at the job, clock in, clock out, waking up and working for someone? It's not the life to live. Make sense? So to me, 60, dude, just chill, man. Just don't even worry about building business anymore. If you got time to sit in the beach, go sit in the beach. Enjoy the rest of your life. Story done. So I share this, hopefully that it wakes you up and it motivates you to like, dude, what do I want the next 10 years to be? Like, am I going to waste it away? Or am I going to really grind in, zone in, and really start building my own empire, my own business? So that way, 10 years later, I get to wake up and do whatever I want, whenever, wherever, and with whoever the F that I want. And I want to ask all of you on here, who on here is making $20,000 a month? Because some of you, man, you don't need to make $100,000 a month like me. You don't need to be a millionaire, right? But who here makes $20,000 a month? And if I can show you how to just make 20, because I picked the number $20,000 a month because in this kind of economy, $10,000 a month, in some states, it's not going to work. In some states, you'll still be struggling making $10,000 a month. But I truly believe that I don't care what state you're in, I think that $20,000 a month is a very, very good, you're in a very good financial situation with your own business. Okay, because I don't want to make $20,000 a month working at a job like a little bitch. I can tell you that. I'd rather make $10,000 and work for my own business. Okay, so who here is making $20,000 a month? And if I can just show you how to make $20K a month, man, you can spend $10K a month on your lifestyle. Get the car you want. You know, if you want to buy a $100,000 car, the payment on a $100,000 car is only going to cost you $1,500 a month. And let's just say that you buy a nice house, you go on vacation, right? $10K a month can get you a nice car. You can eat good. You can go on a vacation, and you still get to save $10,000. 10,000 times 12, how much is that? $120,000 a year that you can just stack away and save for your whatever it is, right? So you can buy some investment property. But $20,000 a month is a good place to be, in my personal opinion. And it's not hard to get to $20,000 a month because all you need to do is one deal a month. That's it. Just one deal a month. That can make you $20,000. Make sense? Okay, any other questions? What other questions? What other questions? Any other question you guys got in here, YouTube family? Leo said, I'm going to start and I am only 18. Leo, let me paint a picture. Let me paint this picture for you. If I were to start it when I was 18, bro, and know what I know today, okay? If you get your life together right now, Leo, 18. Imagine if you're 18, dude, and if I tell you, bro, wake up when you're 28 and you're financially set. How awesome would that be? And all you need to do, dude, is I'm asking you, you just need to sacrifice 10 years. That's it. Don't do stupid shit, dude. Don't get into drugs. Don't do alcohol. Don't go to the club, the party. Now, I'm not saying that don't do, like, dude, just strictly focus on building your business. All right? The fun can come later. Okay? Say no to all the friends that are calling you out doing stupid shit. Tell them you don't got time. You got to build your business. You got to build your empire. Imagine if you say no to all those, dude, and say yes to the thing that you're supposed to do. Wake up 28, but when you're 28, I'm telling you, you feel like you're just 18. How amazing that would be. Because when I was 32, bro, honestly, dude, I felt like I was 22. I'm 40 now, dude. I feel like I'm 20. I feel like 27. I feel like I'm 25. Right? So I'm telling you, dude, a lot of time you think that, oh, 28, dude, 28, you're all set. You got your own business, control your own schedule, do whatever it is you want. Even at 28, dude, making 20K a month, bro, not a whole lot of 28 make 20K a month. I can tell you that, dude. If you make 20K a month, dude, I think you're already in the 3%. I think you're already in the 3%. Or maybe you have to make 400K a year. I don't know. But you're only 28. Martin said, demonstrate it to your peers, but don't waste too much time on anyone who's not interested. I don't know. What other question you guys got here? Leo said, I respectfully disagree with your mindset here, Kong. What do you mean, dude? Leo, what do you mean? And Leo, listen, we all have our opinions, and obviously I respect your opinion. But tell me this, dude. You tell me that you disagree. I want to know what you disagree. And plus I want to know how old you are. Let's talk about this, dude. I love it when people disagree because we have something to talk about. If we all agree, it'll be boring. So Leo, my question to you is, how old are you? Let's talk about it, dude. So you say you disagree. I want to know. I want to know how old you. Okay? So tell me your age. I want to know how old you are. I want to know financially where you're at. Okay? I want to know how old you are. I want to know financially where you're at. And I want to know where you're going. You said that you disagree. Let's talk about it. Right? I want to know how old are you, dude? Where you at financially? Are you happy? Or are you at a J-O to B, dude? Or you got your own business? Okay? Let's talk about it, dude. I want to know. Kong, what if someone punched me in the stomach and snatched my deal? Dude, you got to do whatever it takes, man. So anyways, for the people who disagree with the age and all of that, I can tell you right now, bro, it's majority of the people that I know. Now, we might know different people, but majority of the people that I know that wasted their 20s, they're like, oh, you only live once. I enjoy blah, 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 blah. Majority of them wakes up in their 40 and they go through what's called midlife crisis. They're still nowhere in life. Struggling financially, living paycheck to paycheck, working at a J-O to B like a little bitch for somebody. Still owe their car debts, college debt, a bunch of debts. They don't know how to escape it. Okay? I'm telling you right now, dude. The people that are like partying away their 20, having fun, that's great, dude. All of that, good memories. Right? You created good memories. But you know what, dude? You spent 20 years to pay off those memories. That's what it costs you. Now, there's no right or wrong. Right? There's no right or wrong. You do whatever you want. Right? But I'm saying the people who said, hey, I'm going to party it up on my week, then don't whine and complain like a little bitch. Don't go around borrowing people's money. Don't go around asking your parents for handouts. Don't go around asking for help. You like to party? Pay for your shit. Pay for your price. Do your own shit. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with people who's like, Kong, I don't agree. I'm just going to enjoy. Great, fine. I just don't want to hear you whine and complain like a little bitch about it. That's all. Oh my God, Kong, vacations, inflations, gas price, this, that. Dude, because you're wasting all your money partying, clubbing, right? And trying to look rich and buying all this stupid shit, right? You don't worry about tomorrow. You're not stacking away the money. You're not saving. You're not putting reserve for your future. You don't care about your future. You ruin your future. You did it. You did it to yourself. Don't go around whine, complain like a little bitch to me. But majority of the people I know, dude, waste their 20 away, even their 30s, wake up in their 40s, still struggling. It's the one who still whine and complain like a little bitch, dude. That's all I got to tell you. And if you choose that route, show me. Go party. Party in your 20, dude. Party it up. Up to you, dude. Leo said a lot of people become physically fit over the age of 60-year-old. Dude, Leo, that's great, bro. Okay? I'm telling you, dude. But my question is, see, Leo, I don't know how old you are. All right? I don't know how old you are. All right? But I can tell you right now, dude, what is the point? What is the point of 60 and still want to grind and build a business? But you see, dude, Leo, what you don't understand is you just don't understand how hard it is, my man. You just don't. Only the people who really build a business and are successful, they know how hard it is. Yes, you can be physically good. But dude, what's the point of building a business and then you're hit your 70s? What you gonna do? So you're telling me that you're 60, you want to build a successful business, and you're at 0 right now, and you think that you can still have that work-life balance where you can just go and hang out and party? I'm telling you, your priority will become different. You don't believe me, dude? Ask anyone in their 60. Tell them, hey, let's go build business. They'll be like, oh, I don't know. Like, dude, they had different priority. You'd be like, dude, I really just want to hang out with the kids. I really just want to hang out with, I really just want to hang out with, my grandkids. I don't know what's the point. Like, they just want to travel. They just want to go. They just want to be in the beach. They just want to garden. They do, your energy level is different. The way that you think and your priority, I can almost guarantee you is different. But I'm telling you, even if you spend the next 10 years to build, by the time you're 70, and then let's just say that you got your million, what's you gonna do? What are you gonna do, dude? All these money that you've been working now, it's probably gonna go down to your kids. And majority of the time, the kids that gets handouts, that gets inherited, ain't gonna do shit. They're gonna blow all your hard-earned working money away, dude. They're gonna destroy it. That's all I gotta say. But once again, you do you. I can only tell you what I have done to where I got here. And my priority, dude, has become totally different now that I'm 40. The way that I look at time, spending my time doing it's just different. Like, not like when I was 20 anymore, man. Leo said, dude, that's my uncle complaining like a little bitch about his business and he's 50. Yes. It's just not the same, bro. Okay? Like if someone comes to me and say, hey, Kong, I'm 60, I'm starting at the bottom. I got, no money. I would, and then they're like, hey, I want to build business. I would literally tell them, dude, bro, you really want to build business? Honestly, dude, just enjoy life. Really, dude, because you don't know how much time you got left, bro. Especially 60. Now, I'm not saying that 60 is old, okay? I just know how much work, effort, energy required to build a successful business. And I don't think that anyone in their 60s should sacrifice 10 years of their life so they can be 70 and have $1 million. It's just no point. Because when you're that old, dude, you look at money differently. You almost don't really care about it. Because you realize that, dude, I'm 70 and I only need $3,000 to live on, right? Or whatever it is, right? You like, I can't eat that much. I don't really want to. It's just different, man. But anyways, tell me if you're tell me whatever it is, dude. Just do it. Aaron, I can't pronounce your name, but how do I start? Okay, so join my 3-day challenge tomorrow. Link is in the description. I got a 3-day challenge starting tomorrow. We're doing live. Rio said, I just lost my dad, bro, and I want to retire my mom one day, bro. I don't want her working anymore. So I lost my dad, bro. I lost my dad. My dad's 80 something. My mom is 70 something right now. My mom is still alive, thank God. But I also lost my dad. And I didn't want to bring this up because even though he passed away, it's been 3 years, but it's still very sensitive to me. And I don't know when I will be able to be over it, where I be okay to look at his picture. I go to his grave and I still can't look at his picture. And I don't know if it's ever going to be, if it's ever going to go away. And I don't need it to go away. But I'm telling you, it's hard. I cannot look at my dad's picture without crying. I cannot even talk about him without getting emotional. You know, seeing my dad pass away and seeing that I wake up and all of a sudden I'm 40. And that's when I tell you that I look at life differently. So Lon and I, by the time that once we hit 60, dude, I don't want to build business anymore. I don't. I just want to focus on just travel and doing things that I love, and you know, the math on the deal with a mortgage of but let me go back, dude. Rios, I understand about retiring your mom, man, and you know, and I'm so glad that you think like that, because not a whole lot of people think like that. Too many people are selfish. And I can tell you right now, the one that always say money don't buy happiness is the same one, okay, that will cheat people, that will steal people, that always put money first. Because they're always struggling. The one, tell me if I'm wrong, but majority of the people that I ran into that always preach money don't buy happiness, don't change, like, don't, you know, it's the one that is struggling, but it's also the one that will cut you, cheat you, and steal your money and scam you. The same people that say money don't buy happiness, but it's the same people that will go and borrow you for money and don't pay you back. And the same people that will go steal people's money, all of that. Scamming people, all of that. Because their mindset is broken. Their mindset should be like, I need to make money because I need to retire my mom. I need to retire my dad. I need to, you know, I need to provide for my family. I need to be the husband that can take care of my wife, that can provide them the life that they deserve. That's why I need to become successful. That's why I need to make a lot of money. Because I want to care for my wife. I want to care for my kids. I want to give them the best thing in the world. It's not about money don't buy happiness. But it's about, Kong, I need the freedom. I need to grind and work hard for the money because I want the freedom for my family, freedom for my mom, freedom for my daddy. So I'm willing to make the sacrifice, to suffer, to do whatever I need to as a man or as a woman, whatever it is you are. But that's kind of how I was brought up, seeing my dad doing whatever he needs to do as a father, as a man of the household, to provide for his family, to make sure that my mom don't go through and suffer and pain and all of that, and working a lot more than he does. So I grew up like that, man. So when I got married with Lon, or when I was with Lon, I want to be the man that she can fall onto, that she can trust. That say, Kong, this is the life that I want. And I want to be the man that say, okay, Lon, I want to go and make that your dream come true. It's not about money don't buy happiness, but I want to provide. I want the freedom. I want the choices. I want to set my family free. That's why Lon bought her mom's a house, retire her mom. I'm taking care of my mom financially, whatever it is she needs to do. But only the people who are not selfish, who are selfless, will think about getting the money. Because they know what the money can do for them and their family and their loved ones. Kong, try not having a father that don't want you to begin with and abandon you completely. All I gotta say is that, you know, we're all dealt with different cards, and you just gotta learn how to play with it, and not use that an excuse or whatever it is to hold you back. You see, sometimes you think your situation is bad, but there are people that are probably in the worst shape, worst situation. I'm not saying that my situation or growing up like bad, because I know there's people, I mean, mine's bad, but there are people that grew up even worse. But I can almost guarantee you, there are people that are in worse situation than you that made it to the top. So if they can do it, you shouldn't have the excuse of this and that, of not to do it. Now, I'm not saying that's you. You know, I'm not saying that when you comment that, I'm not saying that's you. I've seen, there's a guy, I don't know if you guys watch him or seen him, but if you can YouTube, the guy literally had no legs, right? No legs, no arms, became one of the best motivational speaker. And he used that to inspire and motivate people. And his story is absolutely crazy. Crazy. His story makes my story feel like crap, right? So all I can say is, you know, you need to take your stories and you need to now write your new chapter of your life. And you need to use your stories as fuel. And tell yourself that one day I'm going to become so successful that I'm going to be able to share my stories to inspire and to motivate everybody else, that they too can make their dreams become a reality. Because that was one of my goals. When I was living in a shed behind a mobile home park, and I said, God, if I ever make it, God, I'll share my stories and I'll help people become financially free like I am. And I tell you, when I say that, when I was living in a shed behind a mobile home park, Lon and I was financially struggling. We didn't know what our life was going to be like. It was a dream. That was a dream. And Lon and I put our head down, we just grind. And that's all we did. We didn't look at anybody else. We didn't care what they were doing. We just knew this is what we need to do. And we just go. So I'm telling you, sometimes you don't want to look at the mountain of how far you have to go, and then you get distracted with all the people around you. Just put on your visor and just focus on your own journey, your own lane, your own chapter of life of what you need to do. And I promise you, by the time that you look up, you'll be like, damn, I'm already here. You know, I'm going to share this quick story with you, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Lon and I went to Canada a couple months ago, and I was driving her home, and I look over, and Lon literally was crying, and I was like, "Oh my gosh! Like, what's like?" I was like, "What's going on, Lon?" Because seeing her cry makes me hurt. Because we were having fun. I don't know what happened. I don't know what hits her. I say, "Oh shit, must be on her PMS." And I said, "Dude, it's not looking good for me if she's on her PMS." But I said, Lon, what happened? And she cried. And she posted this video on her Instagram. She's like, Kong, and she was telling me this story while she was crying because it was so unbelievable. And she felt like this was almost like a dream. She said, Kong, do you know that I grow up and I look at those celebrity magazines? Like, I have goosebumps telling you guys the story. Lana's like, Kong, I grew up looking at those celebrity magazine, and they were, how they were putting like how much the outfit costs. And Lana's like, Kong, I can't believe my outfit is just cost $100,000. And Lana's like, Kong, I didn't even know that I have arrived. Because Lana and I, sometimes you work so hard that you didn't even know that you have arrived. Because all you did was, and Lana's like, Kong, all this hard work, man, I don't want to be one of those guys, oh my God. Like, I'm never. Like, my mom would never see me cry. I never want to let Lana see me cry. But Lana's like, Kong, we've worked so hard. And she's like, Kong, I didn't even know that I have already arrived. And Lana's like, Kong, that was my childhood dream. And that's what happened. That's what happened when all the hard work just pays off, and you're like, one day you wake up and you're like, dude, I'm there. And I know that can be for some of you that's on the live right now too. And I can tell you hard work pays off, and it tastes so good, so sweet, when you're able to make the sacrifice, putting in the work, and commit it to your goals and your dreams. And for some of you, I want to say this again. Man, I got so much stuff to say, but I also got to wrap it up. For some of you, I'm telling you right now, it's not that the business plan fail. It's not that, Lana and I are both high school dropout. Our reading, our writing sucks. Lana, her high school teacher used to tell her if she don't go get her GED and finish high school, she'll be flipping burgers for the rest of her life. And my teacher, also said similar stories to me. And we now make more in 1 month than any one of them in a whole entire year. And once again, I say that it's not to look down at my teachers or talk bad about my teachers, right? And it's not to, the reason I share that is to inspire and motivate those of you who are in the same positions, who have all the naysayer, the non-believer, all the people that tell you you're not going to make it because you're not this, you're not that, you're not talented enough, you're not good looking, you're not this and that. You don't have to be, my friend. All you need is a good work ethic and determination. And some of you, it's not that your business plan has failed you. It's you have failed to commit and stick to the plan. So let me say that again. For some of you, it's not that your business plan has failed you. It's you have failed to commit to the goal and to the plan. You see, you need to, sometime when we go in life, you need to make adjust. You need to make adjustment. Make sense? Sometimes your plan don't work, but you cannot give up on your goal. You got to keep the eyes on the prize, and you must adjust the plan as you go, because the plan is never a straight line. We want it to be a straight line, but it's never a straight line. There will be things that's going to happen in your life that's going to set you back, but you must keep your eyes on the prize so that way you can climb back up again, and life's going to hit you again, and you're going to climb, and you're going to have to adjust and adapt as you go along to get to your final destination. I appreciate each and every single one of you that are here with me. I wish nothing but the best for all of you, and I look forward to seeing you at the top. And let's go get this money. I'm out.